everyone, I am Sharpen and welcome to this new video of management case study interview. Today we are gonna understand how do you price a product, how do you navigate through pricing product case study interviews, and what are the different methodologies you can use to price to determine what is the right price to sell a product. Okay, so in a pricing case, the objective is to determine a methodology for pricing any product. The product could be a new invention, or it could have other competitor products in the market, etc. The student should determine the objective of the company, understand the product features, market environment, and then apply the relevant methodologies to price the product. Okay, so your goal is to figure out what methodology you have to apply, and you have to first understand what is the objective of the company. Then you have to understand what are the features of the product. You have to understand the market environment, and then you have to apply relevant methodologies. We're gonna come to the methodologies later in this video to understand what are the different types of methodologies you can apply. For pricing a product, there can be different types of products. So either it's a very radical new invention, it can be a modification of existing product, in which case either the competition exists or it doesn't exist. It could be similar to an existing product, and you could also price with respect to another product. Okay, so what are the different methodologies you can use to price a product? So first is value-based pricing. I think I'll skip this. Okay, value-based pricing, price skimming. So this is understanding what is the demand size and what is the customer willing to pay, and then pricing the product accordingly. So you understand what is the willingness to pay of buyers. You understand opportunity cost of no product. So if your product doesn't exist, well, how much is it costing the customer in terms of opportunity? And then you understand the supply versus demand trade-off. You understand how much you can manufacture and how much is the demand, and then relatively you price your product. Cost plus pricing, penetration pricing. So in this, you calculate what is the total cost you are bearing to manufacture and sell this product, and then you keep certain profit margin, then you price the product for that profit margin. So you understand what is the R&D cost, manufacturing and servicing cost, break-even cost, and weighted average cost. So you understand this term, and then you price the product. Comparable parity pricing, where you see what are the similar products which exist in the market, and based on that you price your product. So there is existing product with similar features, no similar product, net present value of the substitute, supply demand trade-off. So that's how you calculate how comparatively you can price a product based on the different products, similar products available in the market as yours. Okay, so what did we learn in framework of the whole and the summary of the whole framework? It is imperative to consider the objective of the company. Very important, you understand what is the company's objective, since it directly affects the pricing strategy to be followed. Then the student should understand the product characteristics and the market environment to apply a prudent pricing methodology. In case the pricing needs to be done for an old product, the utility of the product with respect to the new product and the depreciation salvage value needs to be taken into consideration. Okay, so exactly the same as we have studied in the first statement of this pricing theory, is you have to understand the company's objective, the product characteristics, market environment, and then you have to figure out which pricing methodology you have to apply. We also are going to go through all these different methodologies in upcoming case study interviews, where we will see how these methodologies are being used live in an example. Okay, tips. A supply versus demand trade-off approximation is always helpful in such cases, where best when demonstrated graphically. It's always the best idea to try out a supply versus demand graph. What are the key questions you need to ask while solving a pricing interview is: which industry are we talking about? What is the objective of the company? What are the product features? How big is the market what is the target segment, who is the customer in the supply chain. Who is the customer means if you have a different supply chain where you have distributors, retailers, you have to consider margins of those stakeholders as well, and then decide your margins. So these are the key questions you have to keep in mind. The theory is pretty straightforward. It will be fun to see how these logics are being applied in a real world case study interview, which I'll be uploading in upcoming days. So I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out the examples of this pricing case study interview. And hope you have a nice day. Thank you for watching.